So in this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to create a lawn of bacteria, which is necessary when doing antibiotic testing. If you are using a broth culture, you'll first want to take your broth culture, make sure the lid's tight, and invert the culture several times, just to resuspend the bacteria through the broth culture. You're then going to take your broth culture, carefully open it, leaving the cap open underneath the flame, and then flame the mouth of the broth culture. When creating a lawn, it is helpful to use a micropipette or some other kind of pipetting device to actually put the bacteria onto the plate. In our antibiotic lab, we're going to use 100 microliters of our culture. We'll help you set the pipette. So you just take 100 microliters and pipette it directly into the center of your plate. Once you're done with your broth culture, flame the lid, or the opening, flame the lid, and close it back up and set it out of your way. So to create a lawn of bacteria, you are putting bacteria all over the whole surface of your agar. So you have to use a spreader, a metal hockey stick spreader, in order to spread it around to make sure that you're reaching all the edges of your plate. This spreader, like our inoculating loops, is not sterile, so we have to sterilize it first. And to do so, we use jars of ethanol and our flame. To sterilize your spreader, you take your spreader, dip it in the ethanol, make sure the whole long edge is wet, get rid of any excess, and then you're just going to touch it to the Bunsen burner flame. And that is going to catch all of the ethanol that is on your spreader on fire. There's no need to hold it in the flame. The alcohol will burn off, and that in itself is enough to sterilize your spreader. Give it just a few seconds to cool, and then you will use the spreader to spread the bacteria all over that plate, making sure that you are going from edge to edge of your plate. You can turn the plate, that helps a lot. You want to make sure you don't just spread it around on the middle, that you spread it everywhere. When you're done, place the lid on your plate, dip your spreader in the ethanol, and then let it catch flame one more time. Make sure that you do not catch, or you do not put a flaming spreader into the jar of ethanol, or the whole thing will catch on fire.